Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Leafclan in CLANGEN. And today we're here with Treepaw, who is just making sure the elders are comfortable. His mentor is Hawkfern, a cat that isn't very high up on his list, or at all on his list. That doesn't make sense. Hawkfern is the son to Autumnflit and Daymimic. And something interesting about Hawkfern is that he became a warrior at 16 moons old. I'm going to say the reason why he graduated so incredibly late, 4 months late, was because when he was born, his mother was taken away, and then his father had an affair with the elder donos, and throughout the whole thing, he just really... He didn't have anyone to rely on or help him process these feelings because Autumnflit didn't join back for so long. Probably, I don't even know how long. I can't remember. But that's why he graduated so late, is because he wasn't focused during his training, and when he was training, he was arguing with his mentor, Puffin, who he dislikes very much, more than he actually likes him. So that is Hawkfern. I haven't really talked about a lot of cats, so that's why I'm trying to get more in detail. Grouseburst is the last child to Dono's and Daymimic's litter of affairs. Every one of her siblings died, including Palepaw, who was blind, and Tawny Rose. I think that's it, maybe? Okay. Frostpaw, and all these kittens, she's also childish, including Treepaw is also childish. So we have Treepaw, Stagpaw, who is strict, Frondpaw, who is ambitious, Frostpaw, who is childish, and Bluepaw, who is nervous. And they're all the children to Rainspec. They're all males. I think. Wait. Yeah, every one of them are males. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Autumnflit is currently grief-stricken. I can't remember who died, but I'm sure it was one of her many children. And Branchkit, Oleanderkit, and Sorrelkit. Sorrelkit's skittish, while Oleanderkit and Branchkit are impulsive. Their parents divorced. Well, they didn't really divorce. Their mother died, Roostrike, very soon because of the kidding, and then their father moved on to Berrybuzz, the medicine cat. A cat he had a crush on for a long time. And Berrybuzz usually rejects cats when they ask her out. A lot of cats have, but not Katniss Star. So maybe she feels more secure in the fact that Katniss Star is leader. So she doesn't feel like she'll be kicked out of the clan. Bumbleleaf had a nice chat with the loner outside of clan territory. Cats that tend to come up a lot is Quickie and not Shinepon. I'm changing their name to Wisteria Shade. Wisteria Shade and Fuzzy tend to be talked about or kind of found a lot in the clan. Wisteria Shade's actually a kitty pet. Sandskip is a rogue. I know it says he was exiled, but it's because he joined the clan and we had so many cats, I just didn't want him in the clan. Okay, let's go on patrol. And Starpatch can go out with Stagpaw, his apprentice. Bluepaw can go out with Pebbleflick. Frondpaw can go out with Gracklemask, and they can go on a training patrol. They suggest fighting techniques, and everyone had a nice session. Treepaw can go out with Frostpaw and their mentors Grouseburst and Hawkfern. on a training patrol, and there's a disagreement, and Hawkfern tries to settle the dispute, and rudely reminds the patrol cats to focus on their stars-damned jobs and stop quarreling like kittens. Hawkfern is cold. He definitely, because his parents were so absent from his life, not Autumn Star's fault, she was taken, but Daystar's fault, he kind of doesn't have emotional intelligence. Rainspeck can go out on patrol with Silvertooth, Twigfur, Bumbleleaf, and Hazelmoth on a hunting patrol, and they go near the abandoned two-leg nest, which is brimming with rats, and everyone catches a lot of food, especially Bumbleleaf, and then Owlbriar trips over a root while collecting herbs. Though Berrybuzz checks him over and doesn't find any injuries, Owlbriar insists that he needs to lean on Berrybuzz's shoulder all the way back to camp. Berrybuzz complies, and Owlbriar purrs the entire way home. Do we think Owlbriar still has a crush on Berrybuzz? Yes, he does. Berrybuzz also kind of likes Owlbriar. What's their age gap? Not that much, but still enough to the point where it's weird because that was Mentor and Apprentice. Autumnflit is finally stopped grieving, along with Canary Dapple, and Grassburst is no longer sore, Stagpaw's small cut is no longer bothering him, and Oleander Kit's bruises are gone. Honeyfuzz has a broken bone. She also could possibly still be grieving Burnett Skitter, and she's looking forward to finding more prey as soon as the snow melts. Currently, it's still New Leaf. I think Treepaw can go out with Stagpaw, Starpatch, Hawkfern, just the same cats again. Training patrol, and they try to focus on tree climbing with Treepaw, and Treepaw listens carefully. I wonder if he will become a good tree climber. Twigfur will go on patrol with Grouseburst, Frostpaw, Frontpaw, Gracklemask, and Hazelmoth can go on a training patrol as well, and there's another disagreement, and Gracklemask was looked to help. There's a teachable moment here. Gracklemask announces, "What? No, he isn't talking about the substance of the argument. He's talking about letting an argument disrupt training. Does the patrol really think that's a wise move?" The difference between Gracklemask and Hawkfern. Wow. I suppose one is the deputy and one is not. Bumbleleaf can go out with Silvertooth, Rainspeck, Canary Dapple, Border Patrol. And Canary Dapple starts telling stories of their ancestors. Bumbleleaf spins a vivid, engaging tale of a massive war their ancestors fought over the border of the patrol is headed to mark. Not only does it keep every cat entertained, but it also emphasizes the importance of the patrol and motivates everyone. And we can go on another herb gathering patrol, and they go to find new leaf buds, and it's an exhausting day. Owlbriar and Berrybuzz chat, and they have nothing in common. The Shrubclan Medicine Cat asks if Leafclan has any moss to spare. Graciously, we decide to give them some because they are our allies. And Katniss Star's infection in his broken bone is growing. And Berrybuzz has announced she is expecting kids now. She wouldn't dare settle down and let others work while she's rested. Things will continue as usual for now. And Gracklemask's tail was badly injured by a fox. Bumbleleaf saved Pebbleflick from a fox and was barely even hurt, but he's a little scraped up. And Golden Bird travels from Royal Clan to resolve some recent hunting disputes. So our leader and our deputy are both pretty injured. Minnow Clan we're going to provoke because they killed Junebug. And Berrybuzz is the daughter to Junebug. She's not going to let that go. Stagpaw started a fight with a fellow clanmate. He's bloodthirsty. He used to be childish. I'm pretty sure. No. What did he used to be? I can't remember, but I swear he did not used to be bloodthirsty. Autumn Flit is making up songs and encouraging others to join in. Grouseburst guards the camp. She doesn't have a lot of friends. That makes sense. Starpatch can go out with Stagpot and to try and dissipate that bloodthirstiness in his heart. We'll send out his mother, and they can go on a training patrol. And Rainspec suggests this might be a good chance for Stagpot to learn from them, and everyone had a nice training session. Bluepaw can go out with Frostpaw, Frondpaw, Treepaw, and we can send out Hawkfern, Grouseburst. I think, yeah, we'll have to leave Pebbleflick at home, sorry. And how Hawkfern looks down at the group they have tried to teach and feeling doubtful. Camp maintenance isn't a glamorous topic, especially in the eyes of younger cats. Bluepaw tries to derail Hawkfern and switch to fighting and training instead, but Hawkfern asks, quick as an unsheathed claw, What's more important? The nursery or the warrior? Protecting it. The nursery, obviously. So Bluepaw nods, sits his rump down, and listens to Hawkfern explain how one helps weatherproof a kitten's den. Twigfur, Silvertooth, Pebbleflick can go on a border patrol, and there's a rumor about a badger in Leafclan's territory. And carefully considering their options, Silvertooth sets up a stakeout with the patrol. When the badger pokes its head above the ground at dusk, they're prepared. And in unison, everyone turns for home. The cats fade into the underbrush before the predator is even blinked the sleep out of its eyes. Bumbleleaf, Canary Dapple, and Hazelmoth. Border patrol. And Bumbleleaf finds an abandoned kitten, and Bleak Kit has joined the clan. And Berrybuzz and Owlbriar are arguing. Bleak Kit has joined the clan. He is an avid play fighter, and he was abandoned. And then we can name him Crowkit. And Bumbleleaf found him. Who do we think his adoptive mother would be? I'd say no. Yes. We can have Rainspec adopt him. And we can time skip. At the gathering, Berrybuzz greets MinnowClan's leader with a sneer and nothing else. MinnowClan's leader says nothing, but their hackles rise. Berrybuzz moves to the nursery. Sun Poppy and Golden Bird are mates now. Honey Fuzz can't really run as long as she could before, but her broken leg has healed. Bumbleleaf's scrapes are gone. Frondpaw got a splinter, and Branchpaw sits beside his new mentor, Hazelmoth. Oleander Paw's mentor is Silvertooth, wishing about Roostrike and wishing she was alive. And Sorrelpaw is the new medicine cat apprentice. My chair is so loud, sorry guys. The new medicine cat apprentice, which is probably good because we got Berrybuzz, who is, I'm going to say, switch to a warrior because she did break the medicine cat code. So Owlbriar and Sorrelpaw are the only medicine cats now. Stagpaw, Frondpaw, Frostpaw, Treepaw, Bluepaw, and Branchpaw. I know this isn't really good to do, but I think it'd be cool as all the cats can go out on they sneak out of camp. Treepaw is the leader, and above Frondpaw a branch falls. Luckily Frondpaw is unharmed. That was not good. Oleander Paw stayed back with his mentor Silvertooth. And they practice fighting techniques. Hawkfern, I cannot speak. Hawkfern's probably wondering where his apprentice is. Grouseburst, Twigfur, Bumbleleaf, Starpatch, Pebbleflick can go on a border patrol. And they hear rogues out. The cats are challenged by rogues. The rogues posture and jeer, eventually provoking a battle. They prove to be strong fighters, and the patrol is forced to retreat, and Twigfur is badly injured. Rainspeck can go out with Honeyfuzz, Hazelmoth, Canary Dapple, Border Patrol, and Rainspeck spies a fat rabbit on the other side of the Shrub Clan border. Rainspeck is oblivious, so she will proceed, and luckily she's unnoticed, and then we can go on an herb gathering patrol. Katniss Star's wound has finally abated. Katniss Star has also finally moved on from Roostrike, but really, he did that immediately. And Berry Buzz had 3 kittens. Puffin fought a rogue, and while he drove the trespasser off, he needed to be rushed to the medicine den. And it was Sandskip, aka Fuzzy the cat, he attacked. Grouseburst has gotten heat exhaustion. Rainspeck has gotten a stomach ache. Franz's paw's cut is healed. And Katniss Paw gifted some cyan flowers to Sorrel Paw. And Skunk Kit, Cloud Kit, and Badger Kit are born. We're going to rename... What color are your eyes? Gray. Another male. Jeez. Echo Kit. Cloud Kit. And another, finally a female. And Almond Kit. Crowkit is fetching Oleander Paw because another cat was looking for him. Okay. Frond Paw, Blue Paw, Branch Paw, Oleander Paw, and Frost Paw can go out, and the cat that can train them, we need a good teaching. Honeyfuzz? No, we'll send out Bumbleleaf on a training patrol. And there's a mighty crash above Oleander Paw. And luckily, he did not gain any injuries. Okay. Stagpaw, Treepaw can go out with Hawkfern and Silvertooth, Honeyfuzz, and Starpatch. And they find a nice spot to sun themselves. And then there can be one big herb gathering patrol. Frondpaw, who's the highest? Treepaw is currently the highest trainee and will probably become a warrior next moon. Snapnettle was playing with Wisteria Shade, a kitty pet. Katniss Star has been impatient. Owlbriar has noticed he hasn't been the most diligent with his leg strengthening exercises. It's unfortunately having consequences, and his healing broken bone has given him a weaker leg. Gracklemask's mangled tail has healed, but he is scarred, and Grouseburst has recovered from heat exhaustion. Pancake had died recently. I wonder from what. She just died from roaming around. Maybe she will get to see. Maybe she can get. We'll get to see. Is there any way I can send? I cannot send her to StarClan. Shoot. Golden Bird travels to Marlclan, and Crowkit ran over too fast and hurt his paws. Okay, none of these cats have become full warriors yet. Treepaw, Stagpaw. No, not you. All the apprentices can go out now that they're full cats. Is that really all? And then we can just send out Branchpaw for fun on a training patrol. And Branchpaw stumbles across some red berries. Luckily, they're red currants. Oleanderpaw, Silvertooth, and Honeyfuzz can go on a training patrol. And no one steps up to teach. That doesn't make any sense. The reason I brought you on that patrol was because you did teach. And it's a good day for hunting, and a huge amount of prey was brought back to camp. We can go on another hunting patrol. They hear an odd sound coming from a bush, and it was a skunk. Then we can have Grackle Mask go out, and they caught Bettany, or they got Bettany. Snapnettle was talking to Wisteria Shade again. Golden Bird is non-binary. Rainspeck has a stomach ache, or it's gone now. Stagpaw is now named Stag Tuft. Frondpaw is now Frond Fern. That's a mouthful. Frostpaw is Frostbriar. Twigpaw's healing. Oleanderpaw is still an apprentice. Or who isn't an apprentice? Stagtuft, Frond Fern, Frostbriar. It's Treepaw. Oh no. His mentor was a Hawk Fern and Bluepaw. And I think he's a little mad because it's like the same thing's happening again with the whole mentor not teaching thing. Training patrol, and they can stun themselves. Well, did that do anything? The new warriors, Frond Fern, Frostbire, and Stagtuft can go on a border patrol, and they come across a large dog. Luckily, none of them died. Oleanderpaw, Branchpaw, and Crowpaw can go out. Who was their mentor? Yeah, okay. Training patrol. Oleanderpaw is alone. The spirits beside her calls to Oleanderpaw, a murmur that drifts in and out of Hazelmoth's hearing, making her ears twitch. It isn't bad advice, though. After another fall, Hazelmoth pads forward to pass on the message. It can be difficult to interpret the words of those who've gone beyond, but seeing the spirit has been sitting there yowling the same advice over and over again. Hazelmoth, are we sure it's not a dark forest warrior you're seeing there? We can send out border patrol, and they come across a badger. Grackle Masks decides to continue the patrol instead of waiting for the cat to come out. We can go on another border patrol, and they come across a small dog. And none of them died. And Sorrelpaw hopefully will becoming a full medicine cat soon. Berrybuzz is feeling better. Owlbriar has seen talking to Dolly. Puffin died from the claw wound given by Sandslip. No. And Honeyfuzz was caught breaking the warrior code. And Rainspeck was fighting with a cat from Minnowclan. Treepaw is now named Treepelt. Frond Fern was fought a dog and got hurt. Bluepaw is now named Blue Bat. Crowpaw is feeling better. And Autumn Flit was the only cat talking about grief. I hate that name. Blue Creek, Blue Stare. Or Blue Glare. No, that doesn't make sense. Blue Mask. Blue Stare is better than Glare for Blue Stare because he's nervous. But anyways, I think that's going to be all for today's video. Maybe. We'll have to see if I come back. Anyways, see you guys later. If you did enjoy, like and subscribe. I hope you all enjoyed. Bye! We are actually back. I'm deciding, I think I'm going to make this an hour-long video for the 10 minutes for the 10th episode special. And Katniss Star gets taken aside by Berrybuzz as she asks why she feels like StarClan ignores her. It is easy to wonder why StarClan places their paws on some cats and not others. Berrybuzz is comforted to know Katniss Star feels that too sometimes, and they end up spending the afternoon discussing it together, both cats feeling validated and reassured. Well, Berrybuzz, you did stop being a medicine cat to become a warrior so you could have a mate. So that's probably why they are ignoring you. We can send out Branchpaw and Crowpaw and Oleanderpaw. And we're gonna see, can we get like a really good teacher? Well, I know Honeyfuzz is good at teaching, and Bumbleleaf, and then go on a training patrol. And there's a mighty crash above Oleander Paw. Crowpaw purrs to Oleander Paw, keeping him calm as the patrol carefully works to remove the branches pinning him down. Oleander Paw blinks up at him, holding on to his presence in this scary situation. Crowpaw. Okay, that's interesting. We can have Blue Stare, Hazel Moth, Tree Pelt, Frostbriar, Stag Tuft, and then Twig Fur on Border Patrol, and they hear an odd sound from the bush. Hazel Moth takes the lead in checking the source of the noise and comes face to face with a rogue hiding in the bush. The rogue takes a swipe at Hazel Moth but doesn't get much damage in before Hazel Moth retaliates and chases the intruder out. We met Mariposa. Here is him. He's a charismatic den builder and is wondering about those new cats. Hates all those cats on the patrol. Okay, geez. And then Grouse Burst can go on a patrol with Hawk Fern. Actually, we're not going to do that. With Rain Speck, Canary, Pebble, Starpath, and Grackle Mask, another border patrol. And they say a Badger on Siltclan. And they warn Siltclan. Oh, that's good. And then we can send an herb gathering patrol, and they smell fresh juniper berries on the wind. We're gonna antagonize Minnow Clan. I know it's not the smart thing to do, but they did kill Junebug, and Katniss Star is still very upset about that. Frond Fern currently has a bite wound, and we know that. Spending time with Snapnettle the Elder. And she can't find Daymimic anywhere, her past mate. He spends the day collecting trinkets around camp. Good time skip. Minnow Clan and Katniss Star. Minnow Clan's leader and Katniss Star threaten each other. Snapnettle has gotten Yellow Cough. Grouseburst confessed to Twig Fur, and she got rejected. The bite wound feels hot. Frondfern winces as Owlbriar cleans it. It has become infected. Frondfern, no. Twigfur has gotten a running nose. Leafclan welcomes Branch Flash. I'll name him Branch Leap. As in, like, him leaping across branches. Can't find Grackle Mask anywhere. And Silvertooth sits in the crowd, chest out in pride, as Oleander Paw becomes Oleander Swirl, and Almond has gotten Green Cough. Oleander Swirl, and Sorrel Paw is still a Medicine Cat apprentice. Doesn't have a full name yet. We'll send out Sorrel Paw with Owlbriar, and a random warrior, Berry Buzz for protection. And they gather Daisy and Lungwort. We'll send out Grouse, Honey, Twig, Crow, Blue, and Bumble on a border patrol. And they hear the traipse of paw steps. Warily, or the patrol approaches warily and comes upon a kitty pet that's sniffing around. The kitty pet asks to join, and she has joined, and her name is Lady Figment. I'm going to rename her to Ashen Spots. So Ashen Spots has joined the clan. She has a white leather collar. She is 82 moons old. Sun Poppy, do you have kids? I can't remember. No, she does not have kids. But she is mates with Golden Bird. Speaking of which, they can probably randomly any cat that I actually want can mediate them. And then Sun Poppy can mediate 2 random cats, but actually I'm like choosing them practically. And then we can send out the new elite warriors on a patrol with... We need just... Okay, we have a runner who's fierce and a cold hunter. We're going on a hunting patrol. The prey must be hiding, and they get lost in the snowstorm. Go on another hunting patrol, and they approach the two-leg nest, and they found a lot of prey. And we can go on another one, and they come across a large rat. It's poisoned. Luckily, Hawkfern drops it. Berrybuzz has gotten a splinter. Grouseburst always seems to have dry herbs stuck in her fur. Starpatch broke his leg. Treepelt slipped off a rock but landed on his feet, showing his dexterity. Greencough has spread to Owlbriar, Stagtuft, Hazelmoth, Gracklemas, Grouseburst, Cloudkit, Pebbleflick, Branch Leap, and Hawkfern. Oh no. That's a lot of cats. Okay. Crowpaw, you need to go out with your mentor. Training. And Crowpaw seems preoccupied. When Bumbleleaf brings their patrol to a halt and asks what wrong, he reveals he's been having a hard time sleeping. His dreams are filled with shadows and images. Bumbleleaf listens sympathetically, gently nodding as Crowpaw pours out his troubles until the apprentice eventually runs out of words. He's been dealing with a lot, apparently, and while Bumbleleaf isn't too sure what to do, he can offer support and time away from Crowpaw's troubles. Just that is already enough to make Crowpaw's ears stop drooping. Poor Crowpaw, I wonder what's wrong. Oleander Swirl, Blue Stare, Treepelt, Frostbriar, Twigfur, and then Silvertooth can go on a hunting patrol. And they find a sheltered gully. And a very small amount of prey is brought back, but at least we have enough. We're going to go on a really big herb gathering patrol to try and get some, so we'll be able to... Oh, we are not going to proceed. So we can attend to the Greencough outbreak we have going on. What? Autumn is having kittens. She shouldn't, because she's 160 moons old, but I guess that doesn't matter. Hazelmoth has a new scar. Berrybuzz has recovered. Honeyfuss has been caught outside of Clan's territory. Frostfern has recovered from her infection. Frostbriar has gotten yellow cough, and Frostfern tries to convince Honeyfuss to run away with him. No, that's weird. But also... Okay, we have more. Oleander Swirl caught sharing prey with the kitty pet, and he also sprained his paw. Echopaw is named and given to Silvertooth. Cloudpaw has reached the age of 6 moons and has been made an apprentice. Greencough killed Almond Kit. And Berrybuzz is very sad about that. Obviously, that was her kitten. He would have been made an apprentice with Echo Paw. Or she, sorry. And now we only have Echopaw and Cloudpaw's mentor is Blue Stare. So Echopaw's is Silvertooth, and she also has Greencough. Oh no, Greencough is going crazy. Okay, Echopaw and Crowpaw can go out with Bumbleleaf and Silvertooth on a training patrol, and they sun themselves. Blue Stare can go out with Treepelt, Frostfern, Twigfur, and you can go on a hunting patrol. And Frostfern got shivering as a snowstorm descends on the patrol. Okay, we need to go on another hunting patrol, and they found a lizard. Sorrelpaw is the only medicine cat currently, and she's startled by weird sounds on the wind, and she finds Leopard Pelt and her 2 kittens, Frostkit and Branchkit. We're going to rename her to Faith Kit. And also, where is she? For her spots. Am I blind? Maybe. No, not him. Where's your mother? Kittens. Leopard pelt, there she is. She is a calico 94 moons old, and she was exiled. She's a masterful storyteller. And she's currently recovering from birth. Autumnflit is unsure how many kits she will have. Hazelmoth has recovered, along with Owlbriar. Owlbriar actually hurt his pelt. Grackle Mask and Grouseburst have also recovered. Despite the enforced nest rest and how tightly his broken bone is bound, Starpatch's injury is beginning to look concerning to Owlbriar. He's begun a plan to do what to do in case the infection progresses. Twigfur's runny nose is gone. Branchleaf has recovered, but Cloudpaw has died from green cough. That's really not good. And now we only have one kitten left. Technically. From Berry Buzz, at least. And it's Echopaw, who has an active imagination and is... I don't remember what it said. Where is it? Where is he? Responsible. And Crowpaw is nervous and an avid play fighter. He should be a warrior next moon. Grouseburst. No, you can be removed. Along with you and you and you and you. Just Sorrel. Herb gathering. Elder leaves were gathered. Perfect. Echopaw and Crowpaw can go out with their mentors. And they can go on a training patrol. Frond Fern can go out. These cats can go on a border patrol. And they come across a small dog. Luckily, they can attack. And then go on another border patrol. And they hear the monster. They hear a cat begging for their housefolk to come back. We will not proceed, because we have a lot of cats in the clan already. And then they see a Bow Clan patrol renewing their scent markers up ahead, and luckily we have improved. Minnow Clan, we will antagonize. Leaf Clan doesn't have enough prey for next moon. Day Mimic and Autumnflit had 3 kittens. Cotton Kit, Cloud Kit, and Milk Kit. Cloud Kit probably named after... Oh, looks just like Scarlet Kit. He does Cotton Kit, Scarlet, Cloud Kit, and Milk Kit. And then Rainspec is a male. Okay, I'm sorry. You're gonna be a female, but you can be a trans. Okay. Green Cough has taken Stagtuff's life. And Frostbriar's. Oleander Sprain has healed. And Sorrelpot is named Sorrel Mask. Vape Kit is blind. And Stagtuft and Frostbriar, yes, have both died. We're 100 moons of the clan. Oh, no. I feel bad. Let's look at this family tree. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of siblings. That's a lot of siblings, and you just got 3 more. Geez, okay. Frondfern, I meant you. Sorry. Your family tree. Stagtuft and Frostbriar both died, so now you have Bluestair, Crowpaw, Adoptive, and Treepelt left. No, I feel bad. Go on a border patrol, and a loner offers healing in order to join the clan. And Story has come in. She is very young. I'll name her Daisy's Song? No. Algae Bloom? No, that's weird. Algae Whisker? Where's she from? Well, she's now a medicine cat. So we have 3 medicine cats now. So we'll be able to heal our cats. Crowpaw can go out with Echopaw and Silvertooth on a training patrol. Crowpaw screws up the teamwork exercise. No! Okay, well, what are you gonna do? Katniss Star can go out with Grackle Mask and Hawkfern, Twigfur, just some random cats. Not you, though. Some random cats, but not you. Then go on a hunting patrol. And they find a small burrow and they manage to catch a gopher. And they can go on another hunting patrol, and they find a school of fish, and Pebbleflick manages to gather some. Time skip. Crowpaw is named Crow Silk, and Starpatch's wound is no longer infected, and Canary Dapple has gotten a runny nose. Leopard Pelt's feeling back to normal, and Cotton Kit believes she is meant for something greater. Are we sure? So we have Frost Kit, Faith Kit, Cotton Kit, Cloud Kit, and Milk Kit. Okay, guys, I am back. I know I said that I was done with it for today, but actually, I am in the mood to continue playing because it's the 10th episode and it's going to be an hour-long special. Autumnflit, jeez, she loves Daymimic, like fully full on that spect, but Daymimic doesn't really respect her, and I don't understand why. He doesn't like how much he has to rely on other cats. Twigfur wants to compliment Crowsilk's fighting techniques. Treepelt daydreams about being a warrior in Tiger Clan. Kind of looks like a black tiger. The black stripes. Frondfern saw a 2-leg petting a loner. Bluestare casually insults Frondfern in passing. Branchleap wants to train. Oleander Swirl had a nice chat with a cat from another clan at the border. Crowsilk is hoping Frostbriar didn't have too many regrets when he died, his adoptive sibling. Echopaw is feeling happy. And Autumnflit is Autumnflit is comforting Bumbleleaf while he is having a hard day. Grouseburst is looking forward to the next gathering. She has a little bit of a crush on Twigfur, who kind of has a crush on Grouseburst, but also has a crush on Frondfern. And I think that would actually be a pretty good match. So, sorry, you're the medicine cat. I meant you. Frondfern and... No. Wrong cats. Frondfern and... It's impossible to get the cat I want when I randomize. But it's so addicting to just try. Okay, no. Frondfern and Twigfur. They can mediate. Become closer. Sun Poppy is told by the medicine cat that she has a great nest side manner. I don't even know what that means. Grackle Mask is assessing the clan's physical strength and readiness for potential threats, and Katniss Star helps out around camp in between his duties. He really likes Berry Buzz and Bumbleleaf, which makes not a lot of sense. And still kind of has that crush on Refrost, who sadly passed away. But let's send Hawkfern, a random cat, Twigfur, Branchleap, Treepelt, Silvertooth, and Echopaw on a training patrol. And they freeze because there's a new acrid sour scent past an old badger set. Carefully considering his options, Echopaw decides to set up a stakeout with the patrol. When the badger pokes its head above the ground at dusk, they're prepared, and in unison everyone turns for home. The cats fade into the underbrush before the predator has even blinked the sleep out of his eyes. Good job, Echopaw. Bluestare can go on a patrol with Oleander Swirl, Crowsilk, Frondfern, Grouseburst, and Pebbleflick on a border patrol, and they hear desperate screams coming from the nearby lake. And a cat in the bag. No. Yes, the two-leg is holding a bag, and the cat's trying, and specifically, Pebbleflick and Grouseburst help out the shivering cat that was in the bag, and Robin Pelt has joined the clan. Where's Robin Pelt? Oh, yes. A very old male cat with a head damage. Formerly a kitty pet. Honey Fuzz, Bumbleleaf, Hazelmoth, Canary Apple, Ashen Spots, and Leopard Pelt can go on a border patrol, and they see a cat being chased by a dog. Canary Dapple stays hidden and goes to the cat while the rest of the patrol lures the dog away. So now we have another cat joining our clan, and their name is... Lots of pelts. Where are they? Where are they? Robin Pelt. Salmon Pelt. Here. She is 65 moons old, and she is troublesome. Formerly a loner. Salmon Pelts? And then Sorrel Mask, Algae Whisker, and Owlbriar can go on an herb gathering patrol, and they got some, they did not catch, they got some things. And then the deputy and leader can show Salmon Pelts around when they find a large dog. They lead the dog a short distance away. Okay. The Morella clan medicine cat comes to Leafclan's camp, pleading for help with the yellow cough epidemic. However, Leafclan has nothing that they're willing to share. Berry Buzz is no longer mourning, and Starpatch has now left the leg weaker, so he's now has a permanent injury. Oleander Swirl's tail was badly injured by a fox. Echopaw has gotten heat exhaustion. Ashen Spots has broken her leg, and Frostkit has shown severe dexterity. I don't know if severe was the right word for that. She's an avid play fighter, and asks Mask if he likes to daydream too. Trusts Grackle-Mask a lot. What's their story again? So their mother is Leopard Pelt. What's her story, I should say? She was from another clan, and she got kicked out, but doesn't like to talk about why. Ashen Spots was just a kitty pet that wanted to join. So we'll send out not an herb gathering patrol. We'll send out a border patrol, and they see a Silt Clan patrol. And the patrol is part in good spirits. Hawkfern, Algae Whisker. Actually, I don't want this. We can go on an herb gathering patrol. Algae Whisker heads out to gather fresh mallow for the stores with a patrol of her clanmates to assist her. Sorrel Mask has a good eye for these things and finds an excellent patch of mallow. Good. Blue Stare can go out with some random cats on a border patrol again, and they hear an odd sound coming from a bush, and a bunch of kits join the clan. I really don't like having big clans. It's stressful, but what are you gonna do? So we have Sky Kit and what color are your eyes? Cyan. If I can find a name that I like. Just Bristle Kit, sure. Bristle and Sky Kit, and their mother is Borage, who is there. She is looking around the camp with wonder and recovering from birth. Let's actually offend Minnow Clan. Antagonize. And for now, I think that's fine. We can go on another time skip. Attention, thick air hangs low over the Minnow Clan border until Katniss Star finally declares a war with Minnow Clan. And now we are in war. Katniss Star makes it personal mission during the gathering to see how close he can come to making Minnow Clan's leader break the truce. Autumnflit has recovered from delivering her litter as an elder. Canary Dapple's running nose is gone, and so is Snapnettles. Goldenbird makes Clan worse. He's not very good at his job as mediator. Twigfur has gotten heat stroke. Sorrel Mask has gotten heat stroke, and Leafclan is in badly need of herbs, and Algae Whisker knows it, but can't bring herself to leave her patient's side. We're not in need of herbs. We got a lot of herbs. Like a lot. I'm not sure currently how much I've already recorded. We're gonna have to see here. Let me look. We recorded 14 minutes? No. We recorded 23 plus 17, which is like 40. So, okay, 10 more minutes. Okay. For you, it's been a long time. For me, it has not. There's a lot of cats in and out of the den that are in need of assistance by the medicine cats. Okay, let's go on an herb gathering patrol then. Considering they want that, we can go on a hunting patrol. And they hear a distant howling. They will proceed. And they find a mostly stripped carcass covered in the scent of coyote. They quickly scavenge. Go on another herb gathering patrol where juniper was gathered, and then we can go on a border patrol, and they see a large dog. They will proceed, and luckily they try to lead the dog away, and none of them died. Seeking peace, Leafclan and Minnowclan ponder and enter their war. They just started. Frondfern has gotten fleas. Twigfur is feeling better after she's recovered from heat stroke and has become mates with Frondfern, which I think they are really cute together. Twigfur and Frondfern, fluffy kitties. Oleander's swirls. Poor Tail is swollen and infected. Sorrel Mask is no longer suffering from heat stroke, but just has gotten heat exhaustion again. Echopaw's heat exhaustion has abated, and Frostkit, Frostpaw, has become a medicine cat apprentice, and Faithpaw is mentor is Starpatch. So now Frostpaw is another medicine cat. I really thought she would be a warrior. And actually, okay, we'll see how the medicine cat life treats her. But I really thought she would become, I can't speak. A warrior. I thought she'd be a warrior. Bristlekit is telling on Bumbleleaf for something Bristlekit was told he couldn't do, and Skykit purrs as a cool breeze hits her. Milkkit enjoys the warmth of Greenleaf. Cloudkit spends time washing fish, and Cottonkit enjoys the warmth of Greenleaf. Frostpaw can go out with Owlbriar and the rest of the medicine cats on a medicine cat patrol. And Frostfur just doesn't need to... Okay. Listen to the wisdom of the sages. Owlbriar meows. Frostpaw doesn't just need to learn to set bones and clean wounds. Being a medicine cat is much more than blood and bodies. Frostpaw feels overwhelmed with the responsibility of supporting clanmates going through mental struggles. Physical fights are so much simpler to support them with. Owlbriar halts the lesson to comfort her. Okay, so it already sounds like you kind of want to be a warrior. Twigfur can go out with her mate, and then Treepelt, Hawkfern, Blue Stare, Crowsilk can go on a border patrol, and they hear screams. They will not proceed. They can go on another border patrol, and Leopardpelt finds a distinct trail, and Mercendus Fog join the clan. Go on a border patrol, and then another border patrol, and they hear a large dog, but luckily no one died. Where is Mercendus Fog? 260 moons old with carrying place disease. I don't know if we want to invite them into our camp if they have carrying place disease. Amidst turmoil, empathy blooms between the Leafclan and Minnowclan leaders. Not for long. Their relations have just worsened. Katniss Star's weak leg is bothering him, and Silvertooth was killed by a falling branch. Golden Bird and Sun Poppy found a litter of 3 kits and decided to adopt them. And Golden Bird suffered of a heart attack. Rainspeck is no longer grieving. Echopaw is left sore and tired. Robinpelt's injury hasn't improved. Borage has healed. Carrying place disease has killed Mercindisfog. And everyone is grieving. Golden Bird, especially Hazelmoth and Algae Whisker. So, 3 kits, Model Kit, Black Kit, and Dog Kit. They were all... What the heck? Their parents are Cave, who died. Model Kit, Dog Kit, and Black Kit. And then their actual parents are Golden Bird and Adoptive, and Sun Poppy, who are all adoptive. But this makes me so sad, because they just died. Oh no. Poor Golden Bird. We can go on an herb gathering patrol. And another herb gathering patrol. Full of juvenile behavior. And another herb gathering patrol. Jeez, okay. And then we can go on a hunting patrol. And it's a good day for hunting and a lot of prey was brought back. Echopaw can go out training by himself. Maybe he shouldn't be on a patrol by himself and he didn't learn anything, which was my fault. The war with MinnowClan has finally ended. It was 2 moons long. Gracklemask has gotten a runny nose. Hazelmoth's shock is gone. Starpatch's bad leg is feeling particularly sore this moon. Rainspeck fell into the river. Oleander Swirl's wound is no longer infected, but has a scar. Sorrelmask has recovered from heat exhaustion. Echopaw's soreness is gone. Echopaw is now named Echo Mask for his realism. Leopard Paw Pelt has gotten a stomach ache. Cotton Paw touches noses with Twig Fur. Cotton Paw had a bad fall while walking through the territory. Cloud Paw is named and given to Tree Pelt. Milk Paw touches noses with Echo Mask. Robin Pelt's head is no longer painful. Algae Whisker is no longer in shock, and Model Kit was climbing a tree and got a splinter from one of the branches. Milkpaw's mentor is the brand new... Whoa. Okay. Is the brand new... Where is he? The brand new Echo Mask. So he is given to Echo Mask. Where is Echo Mask? Here he is. 14 moons old and already has an apprentice. Wow. Wonders how Leopard Pelt is doing. Crow Silk, what are you doing? Whoa. I really don't want inbreeding, but it's going to be hard because everyone is related. Snapnettle is 161 moons old. So is Daymimic, and Autumnflit is 169 moons old. Okay. Save the clan. I actually think, for real this time, that is going to be all for today's video. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe. And... yeah. I hope you enjoyed. See you guys later. Bye.